7 famous women who had no clue their husbands were gay. 1. Judy Garland. Between 1945 to 1951, Garland was married to Vincente Minnelli. Together, they also had a daughter called Liza. For first few years, they looked very much in love, but ultimately, their relationship did not work out at all. The reason was Minnelli's fondness towards men. Judy was married to a man who was gay all this while. While in LA, he was quiet about it, but in New York, he was very open about his orientation. Just to maintain his stature in Hollywood, he married a woman. Things of course did not end very well between both of them. But before he came out openly, he married more women. 2. Liza Minnelli. What her dad did to other women happened with Liza herself. Just like her mom, she also married a gay man. She married the musician Peter Allen from 1967 to 1974. Peter always knew about his likings but was very apprehensive about coming out. He was never sure about how to explain this to his loved ones. He fought hard with A.D. Dollar but passed away with 1992. For the last 15 years of his life, he was dating a man. 3. Vanessa Redgrave. She married an acclaimed director Tony Richardson. They were just married for 5 years between 1962 to 1967. Together, they gave birth to 2 beautiful kids. In 1985, Tony was diagnosed with HIV. Only then he came out as $! But if his closed ones are to be believed, he was gay. Marrying Vanessa was just a cover. When Vanessa learnt about this, she was devastated. Another case of ruining a life just to cover things up. 4. Barry Berenson. She married Anthony Perkins in 1973 and stayed married to him till he passed away in 1992. They had 2 kids, Oz and Elvis. Before getting married, he had multiple relationships with men. Unfortunately, Barry had no idea about this. Needless to say, reality devastated her as well. Even he suffered with A.D. Dollar. Unfortunately, he lost his life in 9/11 attacks. 5. Elsa Lanchester. She wrote a book on her relationship with Charles Laughton. They married in 1929 and remained married till Laughton passed away in 1962. She later admitted to never have kids because Laughton was gay. He always longed for the company of attractive young guys. They would usually serve him as personal assistants. 6. Fran Drescher. She married Peter Jacobson and stayed married to him for 21 years. In high school, they were best friends and married when they were only 21 years old. In 1996, Jacobson came out and that is when they broke up. But they stayed friends ever after breaking up with each other. In fact, on their lives, a series called Happily Divorced was also released. Maybe this is why you should be great friends with your partner. 7. Carrie Fisher. Irony is that the woman who gave tons of sleepless nights to men with her hotness was actually married to a man who was interested in men. She married Brian Lord in 1991 and remained married to him till 1994. In 1994, Lord came out of the closet and left Fisher for another man. This is when they got divorced. In Carrie's words, this was an extremely shameful betrayal. For some reason, she blamed herself for this entire incident. Together, they had a daughter called Billy. Both Fisher and Lord remained friends for the sake of their daughter. A lot of these men married women just to save their names. This is of course a betrayal that can ruin someone's life. Most of these women couldn't cope up with the reality later. This is why our society needs to have acceptance so that people are not scared of coming out of the closet.